Swadee Krap and welcome to the Thaiger and Thailand News Today, coming to you again from my slightly messy home studio. Now, there's been a lot of news coming out in the last 24 hours and quite a few things have changed. We're doing our best to bring you the latest information and we'll present it as we have it, but all the latest news is always going to be at thetiger.com. We might even do some mini TV editions over the weekend for YouTube to keep you up to date if things change. Also, a big shout out and thank you to Sebastian Brousseau, who obviously watches the program each day. We really appreciate you becoming a member of our Thaiger legends. In the meantime, we do have a lot to discuss, so we better get started. 559 new COVID cases and 1 death have been reported today in the CCSA daily briefing. Many cases are related to bar hopping and partying, focused around clusters in Bangkok's Thong and Ekkamai nightlife districts. The clusters have now spread to many provinces outside of Bangkok. There are currently 2,645 active COVID-19 cases in Thailand. The majority of the new infections today are mostly young adults who are frequenting the bars and nightclubs. The CCSA noted that the evidence shows that few of the patrons were wearing masks and gathering in crowds indoors. Out of the 559 new cases, 268 were detected in Bangkok, 46 in Samut Prakan, 46 in Chonburi, 30 in Prachuap Khiri Khan, 16 in Sakyao, 12 in Pathum Thani and 10 in Nonthaburi. There is a full list of all cases at thetiger.com. Today's new death related to a 60-year-old Thai man in the southern province of Narathiwat who also had tuberculosis. Meanwhile, the order to close bars and nightlife venues in 41 provinces will go into effect at midnight tonight. Under emergency measures, the local governments in Thailand's other 36 provinces will have the power to set restrictions and close venues if deemed necessary. Again, there's a full list of affected provinces at thetiger.com. Staff at the Royal Thai Police Headquarters have been ordered to work from home after 42 officers tested positive for COVID. The chief has also instructed units nationwide to adopt the same measure where possible. Yesterday, the Police General Hospital in Bangkok was reportedly inundated with officers asking to be tested. Several hospitals in the capital have suspended testing, saying that they've simply run out of beds to accommodate those who test positive. Burmese refugees along the Thai-Myanmar border are being provided with humanitarian assistance, according to a statement by PM Prayut Chan-o-cha. PM Prayut says that the two countries, since they are neighbours, need to be in agreement and work together, and Thailand can't take sharp independent action. He believes the problem must be addressed diplomatically. The remarks come in defence of growing concern that the Thai government is not doing enough to help Burmese refugees affected by the military crackdown. PM Prayut pointed out that there's already a government body in place designed to address and handle issues along the border. The flow of refugees has increased after the Burmese army conducted raids on communities near the Thai-Myanmar border in recent weeks. The Thai government has again been forced to quash rumours that it's not preventing the private sector from ordering COVID vaccines for commercial distribution, but they've admitted that the main problem is a general shortage of vaccines around the world. A government spokesperson said this morning that the government has no problem at all with allowing private companies to import these vaccines. She was again responding to ongoing rumours and questions about the Thai government monopolising vaccine imports whilst preventing private companies, who would then provide them for a profit, from doing so. The Thai Maritime Enforcement Command Centre is dissing a controversial Netflix documentary, saying it features outdated information about Thailand's fishing industry. The documentary, called Seaspiracy, addresses the consequences of commercial fishing on the environment, as well as human trafficking and modern-day slavery practices. Premiering on Netflix in March, it's already made it to the streaming service's top 10 lists in more than 32 countries. Seaspiracy speaks about Thailand, specifically portraying the well-documented, illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing practices, forced labour and human trafficking. But a Thai Navy Rear Admiral maintains that the program features outdated information and the Thai government had cleaned up the industry since 2015. Time now to whip around the country, check the air quality. Glad to report it has been getting a lot better, especially up in the north. Air quality around Thailand today generally better, starting off in the capital where it's measuring 82 today, considered moderate. We've got a lot of yellow around the centre of Thailand today. Tomorrow much the same. Sunday will be getting worse, temperatures 34 and 32 over the next 2 days. Quite a lot of cloud and the possibility of showers down to the south and Phuket, and also yellow today, measuring 74, and much the same tomorrow, but improving for Sunday. And we've got plenty of sunshine, but also some clouds and the possibility of some rain on each day, temperatures of 29 and 30. To Thailand's northeast and in Nakhon Ratchasima, probably the worst today, 102, but a lot of yellow around the area. Certainly over the next 2 days it will improve slightly. Top temperatures of 35 and 36. We've got some cloud around, possibility of showers. And up in Chiang Mai, where it has been improving over the past 3 or 4 weeks, 36 degrees over the next few days, moderate air conditions measuring 97, so very close to being orange in the northern capital today, and possibility of some showers over the weekend. And people always asking, how are the cats? This is Dusty, the other black cat. Used to be an office cat for the Thaiger in Kamala, and she settled in very well and lost quite a lot of weight, although she's still a big cat. Probably a street cat in her early days. She's adapting to the luxury of life on a tropical island. Okay, you can go, Dusty. That's all we have for Thailand News Today, home edition. Next week it's going to be a bit up and down. We've got Songkran, we've also got a lot of news to report, so not exactly sure how we'll be doing the news next week with a lot of staff away. In the meantime, we do hope you have a fantastic weekend. We will continue to keep you updated on our YouTube channel as well as the Thaiger.com. Thank you very much for watching, and we do hope to see you next week.